All right. Hello and welcome to Sitting in a Voice Call, a podcast about stuff. Today's topic is going to be about anthropomorphic characters, or really more and more
Monomimi, something like that.
kimonomimi, yeah, kimonomimi characters in like. How furry can you get before it's no longer acceptable? uh, as always, I'm your host, Animac, and with me, as always, is.
Dr. D, but don't use my government name. Call me anything else.
What? What? Yeah, true.
I don't want my name attached to this.
Look, this. I promise you, this is going to be a podcast about furry and furry designs. We're not going to be horny.
Bullshit.
Until. Huh? What did you say?
I'll mess with you. Don't worry about it.
Okay. And also we have our wonderful what do we call Vaughn? It's been so long since I've done this.
I think we call him Vaughn.
Vaughn, yeah, true. Our wonderful corrections dude. Our beautiful Googler. Our wonderful, our Googler, Vaughn. So when we say something and we're like, I'm not sure if that's real or not, Vaughn can look it up and find it for us a minute later. He's really good at it.
If you remember around the horn, he's our stat boy.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it is. Stat boy.
Hell yeah.
All right. So
R.I.P. to the real one. Does the Sammy Sosa hand gesture.
So I wanted to talk about this mostly because it's like I don't watch VTubers, but I see a lot of VTuber designs, and a good chunk of them are animal based. They're like sheeps, cats, lots of cats, plenty of dogs. Sometimes they're I'll say I'm gonna put demons into there as well. There's a lot of demons, a lot of asymmetrical horns, which I feel like you can get away with if you're doing demons, but it's like if you're doing too I think asymmetrical here's my first take on this. Asymmetrical designs are fine if you go all the way into it. If it's just like, oh yeah, this character has one horn on her head, or like, yeah, this side, the character has a long sleeve on this side, but the other side isn't very long. It's like, okay, yeah, but then it's like it just seems like a complicated outfit that's annoying to put on at that point. If you're gonna go asymmetrical, it's like you gotta really get into the colors and stuff.
Now, if you're saying that, are you only applying that to the animal parts? Or are you applying that to like if they have homophobia in their eyes too?
There's way too many heterochromatic VTubers. So many. There's way too many. There's so many to where it's like, oh hey, this VTuber has an eye patch. Oh my god. They're gonna just have a normal eye that's a different color than their regular eye underneath. Dude, it is always that. Every time a VTuber has an eye patch, like after a year or so, they come out with a model that doesn't have the eye patch, and it's just you have two normal eyes.
Yeah, everyone wants to pretend they have the Sharingan. Nobody wants to have the Sharingan.
Right. It's like eventually one day, one of these VTubers is gonna take off the eye patch, and there's just gonna be a fucked up thing there, or an eye that's closed with a giant scar on it. One of the two. And in real life, there's more and more celebrities. Well, I say celebrities, more and more. Yeah, I say celebrities. More like Fetty Wap, and there's a couple other rappers who have one eye, the one legit eye. The other eye just it's there, but it's like it's white because it's not an eye that works. It's like eventually I would like to see a VTuber actually just fully commit. You don't have to have one eye in real life as well, because most VTubers are very committed to the bit and do not show their faces. And it's like, okay, cool. Yeah, I don't care that you don't have one eye, but it's like you should, if you're gonna have an eye patch, give some representation to the people who also just have one eye, man.
Okay, but here's the thing: if you're blind in one eye and somebody pretends to have one eye, would you find that offensive?
I wouldn't find it offensive, but it would be cool to see something that I'm dealing with represented.
Okay.
It's I always see representation as like if it doesn't happen, fine. I'm used to not being represented, but being represented is cool.
Yeah.
But I'm not here to make a judgment call. I have two working eyes. They're dog shit. I'm legally blind, but I do have two eyes that do work and I can see with them. So yeah. But I don't know. I mean, I love a good asymmetrical design, especially color wise. Like, oh, great. And another thing is like a lot of VTubers will be like, oh yeah, I'm a tiger. And the furthest they will go would be like tiger stripes in their hair. And it's like, hey man, you better put them stripes on your skin, buddy.
Yes,
All right.
they don't even move to Detroit or nothing.
The Tigers moved to Detroit?
The Detroit Tigers?
Yeah, they didn't start in Detroit.
No. I said you would move to Detroit if you want to be a Tiger.
Oh, I was thinking that was a reference. I was like, damn, I did not know that the Tigers moved from Detroit. That's crazy.
Okay, if you're a VTuber gets drafted by the Detroit Tigers, they're probably going to move to Detroit. All I'm saying.
Nah, because you can just tell them like, no, I want to finish off my college career, and then I'll see where I get drafted after that. You're like, actually,
you get drafted,
I think I have a year of eligibility remaining.
You get drafted by a team that sucks. I'm a redshirt VTuber.
Yeah, I have my COVID year. I'm gonna go back to college.
The Padres, huh?
Yeah, Detroit's building, and it's a great city now. I don't want to live there. Look,
that makes one of us.
Man, here's a complaint I have. I think there's a lot of pretty good VTuber designs out there. If someone were to be like, ooh, let's make a baseball game with anime girls and just kind of sort of infringe on some copyrights, I think that would be really cool.
That would be kind of sick. Actually, what would be really easy to do with it would be like 3v3 NBA Street shit.
Dude.
NBA Street with VTubers.
NBA Street with VTubers. Okay, all right. There is the biggest problem in the room, which is the fact that VTubers don't go outside. They're not very athletic. The ones who would be like, yeah, I'll play basketball. Yeah. They're all short. Every VTuber is a short woman in real life.
Okay. Like. Counterpoint: lower the basket.
No, that would be patronizing. They're all like fucking demons and stuff too. It's like they can fucking have a big basket, I think.
I mean, there's definitely a couple that could like muscle in, like a Marine or a Suicide could muscle in on someone.
Yeah, I think it would be very cool to see. Here. I think a lot of the reason why I have this discussion is like I see VTubers designs, and I think those things are cool. But then the idea of watching VTubers make me want to consume a bottle of cyanide. And I just don't want to do it. But it's like, man, these designs are so cool. Why can't someone take these concepts that these VTubers have and make a thing with them that isn't another fucking gotcha game. And it's like there's so many cool ideas that it's like sports games are stuck in this thing where it's like I genuinely believe a lot of sports games are really fun. But like you can't get a certain demographic to bother with playing sports games. In the same way you can't get a certain demographic to bother with playing an RPG, but it's much worse because it's not only the whole sports ball thing, which for a while I thought that was a thing that was dying out because everyone was like, stop being such a fucking dork. Unfortunately, for some reason, sports ball has become a thing that's returning. And I don't know if you noticed that.
I kind of
If
have.
it,
It
man,
was always there in the background.
oh yeah, but it's so annoying, dude. It's so fucking annoying. It's like I think if you were to make a it needs I don't want to talk about the racial components of it because it's like that's just not a conversation I feel like having. It's something I do believe is true that there's a demographic of gamers that don't play sports games, even if they would be fun, simply because, you know, black
Why
people.
would you play a game of something you can go outside and do in real life?
I can't dunk in real life.
Well, no. But that's the thing that I always heard back in the day. I don't know if that's still
That's a
the prevailing.
crazy thing
No,
because
no, no.
it's like,
Even in the, like people would write into the magazines like, "Why do they release sports games? I can go outside and throw a football outside." And me, I'm like, yeah, but I'm not Brett Favre. You know what I mean?
yeah, like yeah, I could throw a
But
football, but
that's
he
what I
ain't
remember
gonna
people
go
always
60
saying.
yards. That's that's crazy. I have heard that, but I think that's a line of logic that is also just died out.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm glad.
unfortunately, it could have died out because people don't go outside and play sports anymore.
Yeah.
But it is a line of logic that has died out. But I'm mostly talking like arcade type deals, like 3v3 stuff. Like an
Yo.
NBA Jam with like VTubers would go particularly hard.
Hold
Uh,
up.
hmm?
NFL Blitz with VTubers, and the ball is a football that is also a VTuber that commentates
the,
the game as it goes on.
the ball commentates the game.
Yes, because it too is a VTuber.
That's crazy. That's wild, huh? That's what the fuck are you talking about? It's like, oh, I'm being put between this person's legs. They're dropping back. I Detroit, I'm gonna let you know, as a person who's played football, commentating the game from the field, worst idea ever. You cannot see shit down there, brother. The field might well be a mile long. If you're blocking and someone throws the ball, you don't know what happened. You're just looking and it's like, did he catch it? What's going on? Everyone's
Counterpoint.
cheering? Touchdown? All right, cool, sick.
Counterpoint. It's a video game. You don't have to worry about reality like that.
I mean, that's true, but I don't think we should have the ball being a VTuber. Very funny, hilarious. There's a lot of VTubers with chibi models that it's like, yeah, we could probably punch you, right? We could probably punch you, but huh, huh, so yeah, I think people have tried to make arcade sports games, but they always fail because they just go, "Ooh, we gotta put the sportsman in the game." It's like, nah, dude, put the VTuber there. Put
Yeah.
multiple VTuber s designs there.
I mean,
If there
put
was a
fucking
gotcha
Mario.
game, huh?
Put Mario in the fucking Final Fantasy Wizard in there.
Right? That was fucking Square Enix had it correct. They made a pretty decent 3v3 basketball game. Put
Yo,
it on
did
the
you
DS. And then it was like, we'll never touch this fucking concept ever again in our lives. And it's like, what's your fucking problem, Square?
did you ever
What's
play the Tiny Toon Adventure Sports game for the Sega Genesis?
Yes, those were pretty good too.
Yes, that exactly. You could even do something like that.
It's crazy how you just don't get you want to do an arcade sports experience, and it's like, yeah, you don't have the rights to those people, like those licenses. You can't get Steph Curry in your game. You don't have that right. Why not
Chuck's
make your
30.
shit real flashy? Put they'll put anime characters in it, like fake ones, obviously. And just say, fuck it, man. This is what we are. Like,
Okay.
someone
Let
can
me
make a. Hmm?
let me put it this way: if you want to make a sports game, but you don't have the licenses, then you can make whatever. Just make the
You
game and
can do
put the
whatever you
characters
fucking
whatever you
want
want.
to do. You
Um,
can have a fucking team of anime girls facing off a team of fucking Looney Tune characters. And you know what? Who the fuck's gonna tell you no?
yeah.
It's another one of
Okay.
the things where it's like, I think the amount of creativity within the indie game space is it's like sorely lacking
Right.
in like design and concepts,
We
because
don't
it's like,
have
hmm,
that raging Andy Organ moment at this point.
right, no one wants to do anything weird. They want to do something that's going to make them money. And it's like, well, yeah, man, sure, dude. I get it, but you're also an indie game. And it's like, if you make something weird, I think you're going to get more attention to you than if you had made something insanely competent. Just make something weird, man. It also does have to be really competent, to be fair. There's no getting around that. If you make something weird that isn't competent, people are not going to really fuck with it that hard. You make something competent, people are gonna fuck with it. But if you make something weird and competent, oh, dude, people are really gonna fuck with you. Especially if if you make something weird, competent with good music. Oh, you're set for life, brother. It's like, come on.
I mean, that's kind of how you describe Toho, right?
I mean, yeah, that's a weird game that's competent and has good music. It's
And
like
it has
all the lore stuff came later, but like all the lore stuff is weird. The one thing about Toho is the lore is weird. If I were to make a sports game, it would be a Toho 3v3 basketball game. And you know what? I think it would do pretty well. Most because all those sports games that have happened before are pretty ass, and it's like, I feel like an NBA Jam type beat wouldn't be impossible, right? Because you have four people on the court at once. One player, three AIs. That's pretty simple to figure out, I think. Especially if
and
you, huh?
and it would go good with big head mode.
It would be great with a big end mode. You're right.
Just we would have to scrub all the old code so we don't accidentally put Bill Clinton in there with any of the VTubers.
Look, there's any person who's ever been president of the U.S. that I think would be really into VTubers in a way that's probably not good. As old Billy Boy over there, man.
Yeah, he likes LaPlus and the fucking waterfall hair a little too much.
You say Bill Clinton's a lolicon? Well, yeah. No, he is in those
Yeah,
files.
yeah, right next to his another certain two.
Yeah, another certain person
Yeah,
one that also is a lolicon. Jesus Christ, brother.
yeah, someone who does like I don't know about 45 to 47 of them a week.
Oh man, a person that watches 47 VTubers in a week, 47 different VTubers in a week. That's presidential quality there,
Yeah,
brother.
you are now mentally old enough to run this country.
Like, wow. Holy shit.
You know there's eventually going to be a president who is into VTubers in like 20 years, right? Well, for 80
Ugh.
years, given the way
I was
Asians go.
50. It's probably 50.
But yeah, I was trying to do math to get to 80, and I said 80 instead of math.
Dude, how long until we have a US senator that was formerly a VTuber, do you think?
No. How long until we have one who is a VTuber and they just VTube as the senator? Or they
Ooh.
senator as the VTuber.
Ooh, dude, imagine the fucking pressure of being a U.S. senator that is also a VTuber, and like, oh, I can't let either one of these voices slip during my other job, or I am cooked, brother.
Imagine there's a vote, a split Congress. It comes down to one vote. A bear VTuber with a cute candy hairstyle deciding whether you or not you get abortion access.
It's not even like, yeah, fucking.
What does Chad
Like,
say?
he's not able to be there in person, but he's like, oh yeah, I'm on the Zoom call, and he fucking tunes into the Zoom, and his VTuber model's there, and it's like, oh brother, kill me now. We can't have this. We can't have this.
Bear
He's a
Hayo
pregnant
Gozaimasu.
bear
I'm
VTuber.
pro-choice.
Pregnant bear VTuber. That's U.S. senator. Oh God, kill me.
Yeah, she was pregnant all 4 years.
Pregnant all 4 years. She just never stopped being pregnant. We just don't understand what's going on there.
So if you go from a PNG tuber to a full model tuber, do you have to get reelected, or is there like a runoff campaign?
Dude, what if? All right.
New model, new election.
Slightly unrelated. What if VTuber gets pregnant in real life and thinks, oh, it would be funny if I made my model pregnant too. And then everyone, it's like, she's like, yeah, it's about the beauty and joy of childbirth. But she gets a new audience of dudes who are really into that. And now after she has the baby, she's like, I'm so much more popular now, but I can't keep being pregnant. I have to stop being pregnant. But she's like, oh, they're giving me so much money though. Do I just stay being pregnant for a little bit? I'm not pregnant in real life anymore.
She turns her head to her husband.
God, dude.
So the funny thing is though, do you know that watching a VTuber who like actually has kids and like attends to them properly is incredibly fucking charming.
It is. It's really charming to see a person be a parent on the internet and not be like a parent on the internet that's using their child for clout. It's like, oh yeah, I'm a streamer. I have a child. My child sometimes comes around and I take care of my child. I'm not.
Yes, exactly. Like every time they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, but I gotta stop the stream for a moment." It's like, no. Go take care of number one, dumbass. You know.
Right. Yeah,
But like it's also really cool because like they had a new model reveal and all this, and it's like they had their kids' voice characters in it, and you know all this. It's the most charming fucking thing.
I think I know what VTuber you're talking about. She's like
And
a
then it
tiger
turns
or something, right?
no, because here's the fun part. She also
talking
does
about
lewd stuff on the side, like
Oh,
incredibly lewd streams with her husband.
oh, yeah.
But it's
I don't know this person.
yeah,
Then.
no, it's crazy because even as a total pervert, I like her safe for work stuff so much more because it is just like standard parenting stuff that for
I
reasons
couldn't.
I don't know, I just find that incredibly charming.
Yeah, I couldn't do lewd tubers because it's like lewd streamers watching a half naked woman play video games or sit there and talk to chat. It's like, man, I'm not this much of a fucking loser. And it like make that not a real person. It's like, man, I can't do this. Unfortunately,
See,
I
here's
just
the
can't.
thing.
I couldn't.
Here's the thing about a VTuber. Or actually, I would say this might even apply to flesh streamers. I don't even know how to say these.
Like
I want to
real
say meat.
streamer.
I'm still the kind of dude who wants to say meat space. So
Ugh.
right, but there's so many of them that if you don't still have a personality, you are still going to get lost in the pack. Because like the ones that I watch their safe for work stuff too because I enjoy them as personalities and streamers more than I just enjoy them as lewdness. So at this point, if you're
No,
nothing but TNA,
hold on. Say
you're
that
going to get
again.
discarded.
Did you just say the term lewdness?
Is that not is that not how the language works?
I don't think so.
Lewd.
But you keep going. Keep going. I just
No,
wanted to point
that
that
was the
out.
general thought. That was the general thought.
Okay.
Well, I'm inventing words then. Fuck it.
No, it's fine. Your words, they're good,
Okay,
right?
cool.
Your words are good in the same way a gunslinger quarterback is good. It's like you're
But like,
taking shots. I don't think all of them are the correct ones, but damn it, you're taking shots.
well, here's the thing.
Uh huh.
When I'm do we care about saying one by name? Because it's popular one, it's nobody's going to give a shit.
Wait, do we care about what?
Say names.
Why would we care about saying names?
Just making sure because we haven't done one yet.
I I haven't been saying names because I don't know them.
Right. I'm just
Bang.
making sure. I'm just making sure, dude. Just making sure.
I don't
But
watch
anyways,
VTubers. I
because
like seeing VTubers. I like a lot of VTubers' designs, but then I watch their streams. It's like either A, I, they're just not that interesting of a person, or
yeah,
B, I like improv and people acting and stuff. And it's like if your whole thing is I'm a so and so VTuber, and I tune in and you're just kind of a normal person. And it's like
you want to know more. See, this is the funniest thing because I know we are the reverse of this on wrestling. When
yes.
I'm watching a VTuber, I enjoy when they have a little bit more gimmick into their character, but it's not a requirement for me. But when I'm
Hmm.
watching wrestling, I love a gimmick. I love the Wyatt Six. I love that
Yeah.
kind of just character shit. I mean, it's not that I don't like the playing guys. I love a good Daniel Bryan, but what really gets my attention is a Tony Storm. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Whereas
true.
when I'm watching a VTuber, they can be a Lance Storm, and I'm fine with it as long as they're an entertaining Lance Storm.
Hmm. I like. I'm huge into improv. I love seeing just things happen off the cuff. It's part of the reason why like the few streamers I do watch are like something spontaneous happens and they have to fucking figure it out on the fly. I That's a part of the reason why I really love watching fighting games. And it's like kind of why I haven't really enjoyed watching Street Fighter 6. It doesn't feel like, oh shit, something weird just happened and both players are trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. That that in Street Fighter 6, that's been fucking ironed out, unfortunately. But in like other games, and like Under Night, especially Under Night, oh my god, you'll watch an Under Night match and you'll see someone do 10 different combos or 10 different routes into like the same combo ender. And it's just because it's like, okay, I got a really weird hit. I think I can convert it, but I gotta figure some shit out real quick. And it's like that's real fucking cool to me. I love seeing improv stuff. I don't I don't feel it. I don't feel it so much with streamers. I
Right.
think
Well,
if VTubers were not streamers, but instead were like, hey, we're using these models and stuff to make uh YouTube content, semi-scripted. There's an idea here. There's a start point and an end point, but everything else between that is gonna be improv. And it's like if that's what VTubers were, I think I'll be a much bigger fan of VTubers.
well,
But
like I know Hollow Live has their Hollow Live graffiti series that
yeah,
kind of like that, but
yeah,
I
like
feel like
the
if that
fucking
was all they
animated
were,
shorts that Olive do. I watch
yeah,
those. I don't really
yeah.
give a shit too much because it's like I
I feel
like
like the
people, right?
yeah.
Uh this is making me. I do know that saying that does make me seem like I'm not a person that likes people. I love people. I don't think streamers are interesting enough on their own as people to just capture my interest. And it's like I care a little more about your character. I'm sorry.
See, now I'm I'm going to say it this way. I enjoy the vibe
Mhm.
because I if you were to look at my following list on Twitch, I have a huge one, but there's like a handful that I'll kind of cycle through with a couple that kind of become core. Um, but like I like a Mick Costello or a Project Melody, which um she again this is the YouTuber that I was talking about, but I like watching their normal streams, and I also like these Mick Costello streams because they're very laid back, very chill, very friendly, very relaxed, very welcoming, very inviting.
Mhm.
It's a chill, nice atmosphere to be in,
Mhm.
whether they're whether they're doing A, B, or C. It's like you want to be there and even if you're not necessarily contributing in chat, it's more than great background noise. It's something that feels like I'm getting a little bit more out of it. Or
Right.
sometimes I'll watch like something a little bit more active. Maybe I want something a little bit more um I don't want to say exciting, but how do I want to say active?
I think like
So
VTuber collabs I'm fine with, especially if they're both doing something that they're knowledgeable about and it's not a bunch of like shit, I don't know what's going on. I think collabs are fine
mhm.
because it a heart of like old YouTube stuff. I say old YouTube. The fucking their last video was in 2019. But like one of my favorite things were the old best friend play videos where it was like two or three dudes getting together and playing a video game for either the first time or the first time in a long time. And that shit was fucking exciting for me because it that they're dudes playing video games. They're not super knowledgeable all the time about it, but like they're playing off of each other and they're playing off of what the video game's doing, and it just works. It feels like improv in that manner, and
Okay.
I think I
Mac.
would rather if there. Oh yeah, Fu and Moko. Yeah, that's the name. There are streamers that I sometimes, or VTubers that I sometimes will tune in and watch, simply because there's two of them.
And
That's
they
it,
play off of each other.
and they play off of each other well because they've been streaming together for 7 fucking years or something. Probably longer than that, really.
Yeah,
But
I know one of our mutual friends is really into them, so I'll watch them sometimes, mostly just and also I'll watch literally anyone play Donkey Kong Country, one or two. And they did, both of them. But they are fun to watch.
they're a blast. I think like
Still though, Mac, I gotta ask
yeah,
you something.
uh-huh.
You said that you really like all the YouTube content where best friends play, right?
Like like the best
Yeah, yeah,
friend
yeah.
play videos.
Does that mean that you've always secretly wanted to be Wooly?
No, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. It I couldn't I couldn't do it, man.
Once you said
He's
that,
he's
I'm like, I gotta
he's
call you out on this shit, dude.
dude, Willie's cool. I still watch his videos, like his
I've been
Willie
listening to
versus stuff.
I just watched him play through Dispatch. Or their playthrough Dispatch because it's two of them now. And I
Him
like to
and
listen to
Pat,
the clips
right?
sometimes. No, it was him and
Oh,
I don't.
Reggie.
Yes,
Yes, him and Reggie.
yes.
Yeah,
I've
I
been
didn't
watching a
know he
lot of
was doing
Dispatch,
Let's
but
Play content with Reggie. But
yeah,
yeah, I still like Wooly. I will watch Pat. I like Pat stuff is it's a
I
little
didn't even
more
know he did solo
frustrating
stuff.
because
I didn't even know
he
did solo stuff.
he sometimes does. It's
Because the
his
only time
pet
I ever
stare.
hear from him is Castle Super Beast.
Yeah, they still do that together. Matt still does stuff on his own. I watch his videos a lot. Uh
See, I always ignored him because I wasn't he like the reason for the split.
uh yeah, but it was
That was
all
the
amicable. It was mostly in
oh
the thing of like they weren't really good friends like that.
I
They
gotcha.
just
See,
they
I
just
was
put
always
it
under the
on.
impression that there was a big event, and
No,
it
no,
kinda
no,
caused the
no.
thing. Okay,
It was
okay.
it was just like, hey man, we're not really that good of friends. We're kind of tired of pretending to be.
I
Because
gotcha.
it's like Pat and so Wooly and Matt were the friends, and they were the ones who were supposed to do it together. But Wooly got like cold feet or something, so he got his friend Pat to do it with Matt. And even though they weren't like the best of friends, like actually they had a connection. And then Wooly came along with them, and it was the other guy, Liam. We don't talk about
Yeah,
that.
because it's really funny because the wrestling podcast I listen to, Deadlock, one of their guys is leaving. Like everyone was
Mhm.
posting the fucking clips from that video over that shit. It was kind of a fucking hilarious, but it brought that back to mind too.
Yeah, I think like just because someone's not doing something anymore doesn't mean that there's like a big like, oh man, I fucking hate those guys split. It's
Yeah,
just,
yeah, of
you
course.
know we're going
Sometimes shit
different
happens.
directions. I don't want to be associated with this for the rest of my life forever, and
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Oh yeah, that was just my mistake.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I still watch them. Uh, What were we talking about? Oh yeah, I like streamers when they're dude. I miss Let's Plays. I really the thing that comes up to is I don't fucking like streaming that, but I fucking miss Let's Plays.
So what is the difference for you between a stream and a let's play? Is it just the live aspect, or
The live aspect. I don't give a shit that it's live. I would rather like some of my favorite. There's one streamer that I watch, a retro streamer by the name of Bino Please. He plays a bunch of random games. I never watch his stream. Oh, I never watch his streams live. A because he streams in the middle of the day while I'm at work. But I like watching his VODs because he does. He's super knowledgeable. He plays just the absolute most random games in the world. And I've learned I think like because of his how knowledgeable he is about the games that he's playing and the wide variety of games that he's played. It's like I feel like I've learned a lot about like old game design and like what lessons could be taken into the newer generations because there's some interest. He'll sometimes play a random Japanese NES game that got a fucking fan patch in 2004 and we'll be talking about it. It's like, huh, this is something that would be cool to see like done nowadays with with less limitations, but this is some random game that didn't have a lot of traction and wasn't released out of Japan. So no one really like did anything else like it. And there's a lot of unique games out there. There's a lot of things. I think the most interesting thing about the internet, right, is it expands the world. And there's a lot of things out there that's different, unique, and cool. No one's looking at those things. And it's as much as I want to say it's a shame that something this unique and cool doesn't get talked about. No one really knows about it. That's just life, man. It doesn't really matter in the end because if you created something, that's still pretty cool.
I mean,
What the
honestly,
fuck
yeah.
was I talking about before that? But I just wanted to say that because
I,
that seemed very cool to
you
me.
lost me a long time ago. I just
Yeah,
wanted to sound like I was involved in the conversation.
but yeah, I don't really care for a lot of content. I rather watch VODs. Even like
Oh,
someone
okay.
playing, I rather
So,
watch
so,
someone play through. Yeah, I rather watch VODs.
so if you're watching the VOD of a live stream, does that still trigger the anti video? Or
No, because I can go back. If
okay,
something
okay.
happens and I'm not like if I missed it or I'm not fully paying attention, I can hit the fucking back arrow on my fucking keyboard, and it's like, oh, that's what happened there.
So you might be a bigger fan of a lot of this stuff if you just watched VODs and stuff live streams.
Yeah. Well, there's also the thing of like,
I mean, you would have to
I'd
still find
rather
the right.
watch.
It's almost like a car. You have to find the right fit for you.
Yeah. And it's like, unfortunately, I'm gonna paint with a very broad brush here. A lot of VTubers, if they're playing video games, they're playing video games that they're not very knowledgeable about. And I don't find that fun to watch. I can't, I don't. I'm fine with someone playing a video game that they're like newer to or don't know a lot about, but
But
jumping
not
into
something
it and
completely
not
blind.
knowing, I can't watch someone play a video game poorly. I
So like,
just
like
can't do that.
if it sounds like they would have at least read the instruction manual, you're fine with it.
I
But
even
if
need that, man. I need you to like boot the game up beforehand, play for an hour, have a solid idea of what's going on, and then start over again. I don't care
see,
about fresh
I'm
reactions.
I'm the other way. It's not even about a fresh reaction. It's just about it's almost like the thrill of discovery of watching somebody discover something, not just for the reaction, but just for like getting, especially if it's something you know, getting to see somebody else's reaction to everything. I said reaction. Fuck me. I guess it is about the reaction.
Yes, I don't know.
But
It's
I don't know. It's just there's something a little more special to the thrill of discovery in addition to the reaction than just, oh hey, this might be cool. Let me show it off to people. Well, okay, it sounds like you already have this planned. There's no spontaneity to it.
Yeah. I as much like I said, I don't want them to have played through the no. I'm fine with watching someone play through a game that they've played through before.
Yeah.
If they're gonna do it in a way that's different than the way that they did it before. Like I'm fine with watching someone play through Dark Souls a fucking 10th time. If this time they're like, okay, I'm gonna use this weapon class that I've never used before. This isn't gonna be a challenge run. It's just gonna be me doing this differently. That's cool. That's something that I love watching. I mean, I'm fine with watching challenge. I like watching. Yeah, it as much as I love watching. Like when I watch sports, I love watching lower level sports. Like when I watch
Like high school.
football, like college football and stuff, I watch like D2 football all the time. Fucking Fair State, cool shit. I knew about Trinidad Chamberlain last year, dog. That man was fucking balling down there at D2. But when it comes to video games, I can't fucking do bad players. I can't watch someone play something poorly. If you're gonna be playing this, I need skill, brother. I gotta be watching skill. I can't be down here watching you go fucking jab uppercut, brother. If you don't fucking put some sauce on these combos, I'm tuning off. The only thing I like watching live is tournaments because I'm.
But it's almost like you.
Part,
It's
huh?
like when you were talking about the improv thing. That
Yeah.
it sounded like that's kind of what you're looking for. That was the first place my mind went. I'll say it like that. Was
Mm-hmm.
listening to you watch a fighting game tournament.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like I'm seeing cool new shit. It's like watching it's like for me, I like watching skill. I just like watching skill. And like that's part of the reason why I liked watching like improv videos. Even if they weren't very good at the video game. They're very good at what they're doing with each other. Sounds like porn, but but I like watching people do things that they're good at. I
Right.
can't deal with watching someone do things that they're not good at. It frustrates me and it makes me. It's like you would
See,
never get backseated in a video game if you know what the fuck you're doing. If you're good and you're showcasing that you're good at a fucking video game, no one will ever type backseating comments at you because you're fucking good. And they can shut the fuck up. Cause watch what I can do, jackass. Yes, that's the fucking joy of that shit to me. I love seeing that.
I think I'm the opposite here because if I'm going to watch that, then why would I not just watch like a speed run or like a challenge run or something that shows the skill in a context where I'd
But
rather,
that's
like I
what I'm
said,
talking about. The
but
trying.
no, no, no. What I'm saying is, I would rather, like I said, I love watching people play Donkey Kong Country.
Uh-huh.
People regard that as a hard. It's not a hard game, but people regard it as a hard game because it is very noob unfriendly.
Hey, hey,
So,
man, those last fucking 10 levels of that game,
okay, I'm
brother,
talking
that's some
overall.
bullshit.
There's some moments in the motherfucker. Don't get me wrong, but overall, it's not a hard game.
Overall, yes. The
But
first
but
20-ish level, first three worlds of that game are that's normal fucking
it's not
fucking
hard.
platformer.
It's not hard. There's just times where it wants to slap you around a little bit just to make sure you're paying attention.
Yeah.
But basically, that's all. Watching people, like I said, get slapped around a little bit and then figuring the shit the fuck out. And I feel like that's why it's a really good game for this kind of thing because it's not just something you can breeze through like that. At some point, it is going to make you learn how to roll off an edge and jump. You know, it is going to make you learn how to engage with its mechanics to get through the
Mhm.
level and force you to build skill through the game, but also going to make you want to do it, not just because you're streaming and but because A, people are going to be watching it, be entertained and want you to do it, but also B, because the game is good in and of itself, and at wanting you to get better at it, and want to see more of it, and see what's next. And I feel like all that combines to make a really good stream game, whether you're experienced or inexperienced. And I feel like that drags me a little bit more towards the inexperienced side of this kind of little idea they had.
Yeah, I get that. That's part of the reason why I
Like,
can't. I don't know.
like
There are VTubers out there who are very good at certain video games, and they do, for the most part, play said video game. And those, I will watch that. I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it with the fucking. Man, this was supposed to be our character design. I guess we are still talking about VTubers, though.
I mean, we can always steer it back. We have another 20 minutes.
That's crazy. I think
So actually,
yeah.
I guess let's not use that as a segue because we've talked about the technical, we've talked about the stream side. Let's just make this a general VTuber episode. Now we can talk about what we were going to talk about, the visual. What would you look for in a design of a VTuber? What catches your eye when you look for if you were to look for a VTuber?
If I'm looking for a VTuber, it's like
let's say you're just looking through Twitch, ignore what game they're playing, ignore anything except for the design. What might catch your eye?
I can tell you what doesn't catch my eye. If I see a VTuber and like the most obvious eye-catching thing is the amount of breasts that she has. It's like I'm not gonna bother with this. I'm not. No, I live alone. I've been living alone for 10 fucking years. The idea of someone catching me looking at that makes me want to put a bullet in my fucking neck. Makes me want to curse myself. All right, brother. That's what it makes me want to do.
Here's the funny thing about that. There's a point to where it tips over, and they're actually decent. They're just using it for attention, or using it for advertising, I should say. Because like there's this Beaver. I'm not subscribed to him, and I can't remember the name, but there's this Beaver one that I'll watch every once in a while. Ridiculous size, but it's like they'll play like fucking Adventure Island, which is fucking cool. And they'll be talking, they don't even make light of their fucking model. They're just playing fucking Adventure Island. Or Radioactive. She's really cool, but she's very developed in that area. But nobody brings it up unless she does. Right? She doesn't bring it up unless somebody else does. Or, it comes up in conversation. But it's not something that's dwelled on, doted on, pointed out, such and so on. There's a lot more to it than just that. But if it's a normal big, like if you're watching an anime and you're like, wow, those are kind of big breasts, she would have back problems. That's bad. If that's unrealistic, then that's probably actually wrapping around to good. That's what I found to be the rule.
I'm sorry. I saw a picture of Guy Fieri, but he's normal style. I don't have you seen this?
Disturbing. Never mentioned it. No, I don't want to see this. It's like seeing Daft Punk without their mask.
I'm sorry. I have to show it to you.
I would not see Guy Fieri without the fiery.
He's a dude. That's him. I was like, oh, that can't be him. That's not him.
Why did
fucking?
Are you sure it's not AI?
Like, oh
are you sure it's not AI?
Dude, you know what this feels like? This feels like seeing a VTuber as a real person.
He looks like the fucking dad from Malcolm in the fucking Middle.
Dude, this is fucked up.
There's no flavor. There's just town.
When he replaced Nicolas Cage as playing John, he does look like John, man. What the fuck is this? I don't like Guy Fieri.
I can't delete this. This is disturbing, dude. Wait, why is he actually a mayor, or is he just fucking around?
Well, he's the mayor of Flavortown, dog. What are you talking about?
Well, yeah, but I meant like,
no,
dude, he looks like that. He could be a shoot mayor looking like that. He could be a shoot mayor looking like that.
It's not won a mayoral campaign somewhere. I promise you that.
Look at that man. Tell me he could not be a mayor.
No. I mean, yes, no, that is the look of a guy who is a mayor.
I feel like this is what it feels like when you find out that Santa isn't real.
Dude, this is fucked up.
I feel like a piece of me has actually just like not died, but went into a fucking coma.
Fucking like he recorded a video two days ago. He was on someone's stream and he looked like Guy Fieri, and he just went, "Time for a change." It's like, I get it, you're like in your 60s.
He's
What the
60s?
fuck? Guy Fieri's
Wait,
old, dog.
I'm
I
I
can look
forgot
that
how
up.
time worked. I forgot how time worked for a second.
58?
Sorry.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I forgot how time worked for a second.
Yeah.
Anyways, fucking
Time work. That's not an excuse.
dude, it is because I don't often feel my age.
What?
So sometimes I think other things are younger than they are too.
Okay.
Like when you imagine Guy Fieri, do you imagine him at 60?
I mean, yes. Yes, I do. I
See, I can't.
absolutely
I
do.
can't. I have a mental block that prevents me from thinking of a Guy Fieri at 60.
It yeah.
It does not make logical sense that he can be that those things two things can be true.
I don't like it. It's probably a Super Bowl commercial thing. I don't like it.
Yeah, I was
I
about to
don't.
say this better be like when Snoop gave up smoke.
Yeah, but that wasn't a Super Bowl commercial thing. That was really funny. Yeah. It's actually just a video. It's not AI. It's not like, oh, would I use AI to make you look like a normal dude? And it's like, no, that's him.
This is
What the
character
fuck?
design talk. Fuck me.
Right? Guy Fieri is like, I
IRL
think if
character
male
design.
VTubers looked more like Guy Fieri, they wouldn't be considered so unbelievably cringe.
They also would not be watched. Would you watch a Guy Fieri VTuber?
Motherfucker, millions watch Guy Fieri.
Yes, but would you
I
watch
think
him?
people would watch a
Would
Guy
you watch
Fieri.
the Would you watch the Save a Lot Guy Fieri anime Guy Fieri?
I think so, yeah.
Guy kind of hot. Man, would you?
Guy a little spicy. All right, guy a little spicy is just most male VTubers. I'm not sure. Guy a little spicy. Just like, all right, yeah, that is the most polite way to say you're gay as hell, brother. All right.
Man Picante.
Picante, shut the fuck up. Dude, cayenne pepper, yeah.
Hombre Caliente. See, I think it's weird that when you think about actually no, that's a whole nother podcast.
No. Let's hear it. We got 10
When,
more minutes before we have to call cut. Let's fucking hear it.
when you think about culinary terms, what language do you think of first?
Culinary terms?
Yeah, because like all mine immediately just went to Mexican food.
I was thinking like chopped and stuff. Ooh. You want to do some old man shit real quick? Like,
What's
I
that?
have vegetable chopper for Christmas.
Yo, I
And
just got
oh
one of those
my,
earlier.
huh?
I just got one of those earlier.
Oh, dude, it's such a lifesaver, brother.
Oh
Do
yeah.
you know how I suck ass at chopping onions? I am some of the worst onion choppers in the world, but I fucking do it because the recipe calls for chopped onions. I chopped them motherfucker. I don't have to chop onions on my own anymore, man. I fucking peel the skin off. I cut off the edges. I slice it into a fork. I put it in a vegetable chopper. Bam, chop. Bam, chop. Bam, chop. And I'm
Okay,
crying
Emerald. Okay,
because of
Emerald.
onions. But it's like, oh my god, I don't have to spend 20 minutes in slicing my own hands to chop these onions.
How the fuck you slicing your hand and shit, dude? Dude, it
I
ain't that
use a
fucking
very
hard. Like,
sharp
like, like,
knife.
and it ain't that hard to not fucking cut your like you don't cut into your hand, you cut out of the way of the hand. You use the hand as a guide, not as the fucking chopping block.
Yeah,
Because
I
you can
don't
get
know,
that shit
man.
thin. Because like I'll be making fucking like
Yeah, I do it very thin.
potato chips and shit.
Huh?
I've been making potato chips in the same thing where you just trying to get it as thin as you can. It's not that hard if you have a decent knife.
I don't know, man.
But anyways, character design.
Anyways, character design. Yeah. Let
So
let
okay.
me. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Are there any character designs that you would like to mention,
VTuber wise,
or anything in that vein?
uh, in the vein of VTubers, I don't know that. I guess like if Nikkei, all right, fucking walk with me here. You've seen characters from the hit gotcha game Nikkei, yeah?
I've seen like 4, maybe.
That's shocking because those are the kind of biotypes I thought you'd be all for.
I,
But
I yeah, go ahead.
if the characters from the hit game Nikkei were all wearing, they're all playing the great sport of soccer and running around in outfits that you know we would refer to as uniforms. I think if you make the said game, if you made it said game play like the Super Mario Strikers game, but there's big bouncing breasts everywhere, I think you got a hit on your hands.
Can I ask you something?
How big the breasts are,
No,
brother? They're big.
every time we've tried to start this topic, we've gotten back to sports games with huge-breasted women in them. Is
That's
this
right.
what you wanted the episode to actually be about?
A little bit.
Okay, I just wanted to double check because we've gotten there 3 different ways.
Yeah, that's right, buddy. I don't know. It's a
Because like I
topic
said,
that I think
I'll
that
I'll
we.
take I'll take Mint Costello doing a fucking dunk any fucking day. Don't get me
Oh hell
fucking
yeah,
wrong.
brother! I think people really undersell how many people are really into anime and really into sports. And it's like if you take anime S designs, put them in uniforms, they don't have to be Nikkei stuff. The Nikkei thing was just me being funny. But if you took anime S designs, put them in like sports uniforms, and was like, okay, you guys, you're this is now NBA Jam. Have fun. Bam! I think you got a good time. A 3v3. Now I was gonna say gotcha game because it's like it's the only place the only way. That's right.
Mac,
Yeah,
did you ever play the Looney Tunes basketball game for the Super Nintendo?
I thought you said what about the one for the Genesis?
No, that was Tiny Toons. I'm talking about the Looney Tunes.
Yeah, but I played the Tiny Toons one. My cousin, I didn't, I never owned a Genesis, but my cousin did.
Yeah,
So
but
I played the.
On the Super Nintendo, there was a Looney Tunes basketball game which
Yeah,
had
I
power
never
ups and
had that
shit.
one. No,
I was
but
gonna
that
say,
sounds.
would that maybe be better as a base for a VTuber game? Because then you got like power ups and shit.
Mm-hmm,
That might be fucking cool.
that might be fucking cool.
Remind me to show that to you after we're done.
I think I have a good idea of what you're talking about.
You
I
know the
know
game?
it's different.
Yeah, bro, the game's fucking sick.
It probably.
No, it is.
I think I think what I'm thinking here, right,
Yeah.
is maybe I think it's just been really undersold that there that there isn't an overlap between people who like anime and people who like sports. I think the two have been getting more and more merged together, and I think it's not before long before Al Michaels has to read out an ad talking about Luffy finding the One Piece.
Oh fuck! Imagine Joe, but like you're watching the Super Bowl. It's fucking
What?
Drake May and who does the Seahawks?
Sam Darnold?
Sam Darnold?
What are you
That
talking
Blake
about? You talking about
Sam
the
Darnold?
quarterbacks?
Yes.
Yeah, Sam Darnold.
He's doing Blake Bortles?
Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold got a 3-year contract with the Seahawks this year, brother. What are you talking
Oh
about?
fuck yeah! Fuck
He's
me, man.
good.
I'll never accept that. Anyways,
Hey,
Sam Darnold is facing up. Drake May is on the sideline watching Blake. I keep saying Blake Bortles. Watching Sam Darnold have a legacy drive for the Super Bowl, and they're on the 1 yard line, and he throws the pass, and it's caught, and it's a Joe Buck's a touchdown for the Super Bowl. And here comes live action fucking Naruto, as Naruto's going to use the Sharingan to fuck the Leaf Village on Naruto next on Fox.
Dude, let Joe Buck, let fucking I Shield 21 fucking alright. Let's do it again, right? I Shield 21 anime, but this time it's gonna be good. Right? We're gonna get people to work on it that have actually watched the sport of American football. And and it's gonna be good. It's the American football, huge. Anime, big as it's ever been. Let's just do it again, do it better, right? And then we can have a commercial when it gets huge. We can have fucking Joe Buck and Troy Aikman commentating on an anime football match. And everyone has to be like, Daniel, that's Joe Buck and Troy Aikman commentating on anime guys playing football. That's fucking wild.
I have an even worse idea.
Oh boy, let's hear this one.
I Shield 21 anime, but the dub voices are all NFL commentators. So it's Troy Aikman, it's Joe Buck, it's Tony Romo, it's Tom Brady, etc., etc. They do all the dub voices.
No, it would be real funny. No, see, you can't do that, right? Because it would be like you've seen those videos of like the old 2K games where they had the players actually read out their lines, and it's kind of clear that a couple of them might have gotten through college a little questionably, but like you can't. I feel like you don't want to do that. I don't want to find out that Tony Romo actually can't read. Okay. Well, yeah, Tony, all you gotta do is read this line out. He's like, I can't do that though. And he's like, oh.
Right,
oh
so,
man.
final question, because I know we're getting close to time. Final question.
Yeah.
You get your dream VTuber sports game, right?
Yeah.
Do you have the Tom Critsko, the NBA Jam guy, do the commentary?
She's on fire.
Bounce it up and in.
Dude, you know who the person I would get to do the announcer voice? The guy who does the announcer voice for Killer Instinct. Because that man's sick, and he's currently a Skullgirls commentator.
No shit. Sure.
Yeah. He commentates Skullgirl. He voices Beowulf in Skullgirls.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's sick as fuck.
Yeah, he's a real cool dude. And it's like I'm pretty sure he could probably get a cool $5,000 and he'll do the voices. And that's what I'm gonna say. What I'm gonna say.
I honestly, just doing the voice lines, the voice names would be the sickest shit in the world.
Mitch Fantome, 4-3.
Mitch Fantome, Dookie Bird.
Yeah.
I don't know, fucking Sarah's fodder.
I don't think she exists anymore, brother.
Secret character.
Oh, secret unlockable. Yeah, Hollow Live basketball game.
Yeah,
but
the
between matches, girls are all unlockable characters.
Between matches, you put in the fucking Mori Calliope ghost. You put in the fucking Hollow Live triangle. You put in the fucking I don't know, the midway symbol. Fuck it. And you unlock fucking Yagoo or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
So character designs, we should probably get started on that.
Yeah, character designs. If you, I want to say it like we said for video games before, design your character. Design your characters. I think character design. Okay, for real, on a real shit right here. Because I never actually answered what I would like look for in VTubers. I think like I like a simple design with very hard to replicate stuff. A design that's really simple, but there's things about said design that's like, yeah, these things are integral, crucial parts of the design, but they're very small. Like a VTuber that wears a jacket or something. But on said jacket is there's like a couple pins. They're weird. And it's like that's a cool design. I like a simple design. I don't like a design of like, oh, I could see a person looking like this walking down the street. I don't want a design like that. I want a simple design. I don't want fucking, oh wow, she has the fucking the moons of Jupiter floating around her head. And it's like that's so much, man. You don't have to do that. I like a simple design. What about you?
See, I kind of like stuff like that, stuff that's memorable. Like, it's really weird for me to say because as a pervert, a lot of the stuff I find memorable is sexy. But if you show me a sexy VTuber, I will forget them very easily.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not even just like a I see a neuron activation thing. It's more of, do they have something about them that makes me remember them? If I'm scrolling through, what is there something that catches my attention? Now there are some automatic things like green hair will automatically make me pay attention.
Well, yeah.
Or if they're playing a certain game or a certain type of game or something. But if I'm just looking at the design, um, something that catches my eye, something that makes them stand out, like you said, if to go against what you said to start off the episode, if they're like, let's say they're a ram, but they have a broken horn on one side, that
Right.
makes me remember them. If there's 1,000 rams, how many of them are going to have that? That's something
See,
that'll stand out.
that's what makes the simple design stand out to me. Because there's not many VTubers doing that. There just isn't a lot of VTubers doing simple designs. They're all so over the fucking top. And it's like, hey
But
man, can we simplify it a
see,
little
here's the
bit?
thing. You're not wrong, but I feel like if I see a simple design, I feel a lack of imagination. And I know that's kind of like not what's being
It's the
gone for,
fucking opposite, man.
but it's just like,
To me, it's the opposite. Like Myth Fantome is an actual very simple design. There's not too much insanely special about her. What makes her stand out is her use of colors, I think.
well, see,
Damn, this is what we should have been doing for the entire time because everything else that we did was a little crazy. But I want to say this. Like Doki Bird is an insanely simple design. But what makes her stand out is the shape of her hair and the overall her overall facial structure of her design
well,
makes
like
her
her facial
stand out.
rigging a little bit.
Huh?
Like her facial rigging a little bit, because there's that
Yeah.
one gif of her,
Yeah, yeah.
but
Like
then that's also one of the things that I really loved about Mori Calliope for a long time is she had above and beyond eye tracking, and that's something that's continued throughout any of her designs. Is that
mm,
she has eye tracking and a facial rigging that's been kind of unmatched for a long time.
yeah, there's
Um,
one VTuber that like sometimes watch her video. Well, I say her. I think it's a man that they do Kig and they sound just like a woman.
what,
But I
what,
think they go by pronouns. I'm not 100%
is
sure.
it Kick Chan?
No, 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 no.
Okay, so then
Why Chan?
we both watch different Kick VTubers.
Oh, that's crazy. But they have like I sometimes watch their videos and I'm not even like paying attention to what they're saying because I'm too caught up looking at their eye tracking because it their eye tracking is just so good and goes up and down and when they're blinking and stuff and it's like wow that is so impressive. There's other VTubers like Ellie Minibot is another one that I sometimes watch. She has so much tracking on her shit like apparently her tracking is so good that her blush toggle is toggled by her blushing in real life, which is like
Dang.
something that she wears on her face that tracks when her cheeks get the temperature on her cheeks rise up higher. But because she's a fucking mechanical engineer, so she knows a lot about that kind of shit. Like she has a heart rate monitor that she wears because she has a little heart on her model that beats in tune with her own heart, and it's like that's a little a little much. That's a little crazy, but all right.
Like I'm looking through my my following list just to see if there's something that I can point to for like stuff that'll catch my eye. I've sent Mint Casella because, like I said, there's an
I
element
really
to
like the
where,
colors.
yeah, sh- she's one where the sexiness is there, but it's not a focal point, and the entire design is set up in a way to where there's other elements that are so much more enjoyable. Um, I mentioned Melody earlier, which the funny thing is, I don't find that body type that hot for being, the leading YouTuber, but the design is still attractive because of its use of color, because of its design, stuff like that, such and so on.
Wait, who are we talking about again?
Project Melody.
Oh, okay, all right.
There's this VTuber Lobotomy Bunny who's like a porcelain doll, which is a really cool gimmick. There's a lot of really cool toggles they
Mhm.
have, like their eyes can go such and so on. They can spurt out black ink that they call tea, such and so on. Um, so who else is on here that might be cool to talk about? But there's got to be something that stands out about the character for me to really want to see what they're about. So I think the more plain they are, the less likely I am to check them out. So I'm like I said, I'm kind of the exact opposite of you on that one. But again, if it's that they're relying too much on any one gimmick, then it
Mhm.
feels like they're one note, and I'm probably going to scroll past them too. So it's hard to explain, but at the same time, it's my taste. I really don't know how else to explain it. You know what I mean?
Right. I like I said, I like a simple design because I think that a simple design will lend itself to a character that said VTuber could play a lot easier than being the demon queen from hell. It's like you're just kind of you're not fully a loser, but you don't have the confidence to play this character. I'm sorry.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just like anything else, this is why, and there's some people who will take offense to this, but this is why I say VTubing and wrestling are kind of almost birds of a feather.
Oh yeah,
If you're
VTubers
if you're playing a gimmick,
VTubers are like the intersection of idol culture, unfortunately, pro wrestling culture, both fortunately and unfortunately. Oh my god, those two others. Oh, puppetry, because
right, right,
and
yes,
improv acting, and it's like those are the four things that it's like if you can nail all four of those things as a VTuber, you're gonna be really successful. Um the idol culture thing is so unfortunate. It's so
yes, it is.
unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Yeah, the way I put it is anyone can be an undead zombie, but only Mark Calloway could be the Undertaker as we know it.
Yes.
Just independent of your opinion on him or the character or whatever you would say, only that person could be that character as it is. No matter which, only Stone Cold could be Stone Cold. Anyone could be a Stone Cold. You could have Jay Lethal be Stone Cold. You could have Sharkboard being Stone Cold, but only
Mhm.
Steve Austin can be Stone Cold.
Right.
So
Yes.
it's the same thing. Only, and you can look at it with Kazuna Ai, who had multiple people player. People know
Hmm.
this. People recognize that. Only one person can be that character, not because that character was made for that person, but because that person takes on the stock of that character.
Right.
Or that character takes on the stock of that person. Now, here's something I did want to ask you as kind of an outside observer, and I know
Hmm.
we're kind of going along, but I just wanted to get your opinion on this. Recently, there was a thing where a character artist tried to stop someone who was a VTuber from doing certain things with their character model. It's like an agency tuber, so there's a little more to it. But long story short, basically the artist was dissatisfied with how the quote unquote actress will say was playing the character.
Hmm.
What would your opinion on that something like that be? As kind of an outsider.
um I know what you're talking about,
Okay. I
and
figured you might,
I
but
don't. It's like a whatever thing to me. I don't want to say, hey man, you got paid and this person they're using what you. I think it should have probably been ran by that person first before anything gets done to see, hey, are you okay with this? But also, I'm not going to say what I was going to say next because it's a little racist, so I'm going to stop there. I think there's you got to you have to play respect to the artist, but the artist also has to respect the actor. And it's like if you're giving your character design to a company, you have to understand that they're going to get used for things, and those things aren't going to always be something you agree with. But you got paid to give your money to a company, man, to give your design to a company.
If somebody approaches you, says, "Make me a character," and you obviously every artist is going to put elements of themselves into their work, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
But if you make something that you yourself want, and then they go do something else, you have made a mistake in the first place. In my sight, once you have done your task, it's a little bit of a shame, but you have to let it go.
Yeah,
Whatever they want to do, they're playing the character. You,
yeah.
like you said, you've done you've got paid, you've done your part. I imagine it might suck, it might sting,
Mm-hmm.
but that's life. That's the role you play. You know what I mean? If it sucks for you, make a character you like, go play it yourself. Bring honor to that name. You know what I mean? But
I
if you're designing something for somebody else, they're going to be the ones wearing that mask. You have to design it with that in mind. Anything
it
else, and you're setting yourself up for failure.
it's really tough because you know what it is. It's a Ken Bender situation. Except, one company isn't as fucking stupid as fucking Archie Comics, and I actually had contracts signed telling them, "Hey, man, you can fuck off." But it is a Ken Bender situation, and it's like I would love to just dunk on this person, but you do also kind of have to understand that creators' rights are important, and it's like, yeah, he did create the character.
Well, see, the Ken Penders thing is a little different because he wrote the characters. He was able to give voice to the characters. He was able to give character to the characters.
No, yeah, that's true. Those are his
What this,
characters fully. This
yeah,
guy is just I made a design.
right. You made the mask. You did not make the character wearing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if they come to you and says, "Make me a character," give them a backstory, this and that, and then they're playing something different. At the same time, you know, you've still done your part, but you have a little bit more of a right to be pissed. Maybe not legally, but at least vocally. You know what I mean? But at some point, if you're doing something for somebody else or doing something public, you have to let it go in some perspective that I don't think was actually done here.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you release something to the world, anything that somebody wants done with it will be done.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. You're right. It's not so much a Ken Bender situation, but there are parallels,
Yeah, yeah. No,
and
I get where
mostly
you're coming
that
from. Just
he's very insufferable, and
yes.
but you have to understand about creators' rights. And it's like
Oh yeah, yeah.
I really, really want to support you, man. But also you're a giant fucking dork. And I need you to understand that first and foremost.
Yeah. You are not the hill to die on.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, you've made your hill very uncomfortable. And I don't want to be there. it there is something to say about like maybe you should still support people even if you like I can't really get behind this. But I don't know, man. If you want to garner sympathy and support for what's your what you believe is a righteous cause, maybe, just maybe, don't be a fucking loser about
Yeah.
it.
Don't never never be PETA.
Yes, yes. Don't be PETA. Don't be men's right activists. I do believe there is something for real to be said about the mental illness epidemic. But unfortunately, a lot of the people who we're constantly bringing up are fucking losers.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can't feel sorry for you.
But
I think
you
it's good
see,
in there.